Now, the second part of this conversation is what I like to call Tech Tuesday. Like the name suggests, this is consumer tech that we usually speak about, things that you go and spend money on, whether one product is better than the other, whether one is worth the money that you're spending or you could spend. But today, I'd like to talk about gifting options. It's that time of the year when you generally like to buy something for that special someone. So we thought, why don't we talk about tech that you can gift to your partner? To talk about this, I'm joined by Dhruv Bhutani, who's a tech expert. Dhruv, thanks so much for joining me and for speaking about this. I asked you to come up with a list, and it's an interesting one that you've come up with. And we try to keep it gender neutral, but mostly I've found that the guys get the tech, and well, the guys have a lot of pressure trying to find out what to buy their partners as well. But what would you say is the most exciting tech gift that you could give that's not necessarily too expensive?
I think everybody appreciates a good pair of earphones, and AirPods has the brand cachet going for it as well. So unless your boyfriend or girlfriend is an absolute audiophile, I think a safe bet would be to pick up the AirPods. The AirPods 4, you can get them for around 13,000 rupees. So it's suitably premium, but not. It's not going to. You won't have to break the bank to get one of these.
Okay, so but why AirPods 4 as opposed to any other pair of earphones? Because if I'm not mistaken, you can get a pair of Bose, for example, or several other pairs of earphones that are in that similar price band.
Correct. But some of those earphones don't have all the same feature set. So things like spatial audio, especially if you're on an Apple, in the Apple ecosystem with the iPhone, the iPad, or even a Mac, if you consume a lot of media, so that spatial awareness features built into these AirPods are pretty convenient to have. Like I said, sure, there's a lot of alternatives available on the market, but you just don't want to go wrong with a gift, right?
Yeah.
So you go for an Apple product, and that's always appreciated.
Yeah. Okay, and it helps that it looks and feels great. Let's talk about what somebody who's conscious about their fitness might like. And I saw the list, and this drew my attention immediately. It's the Ultra Human Ring. As I understand it, it's the Indian equivalent of a product that is gaining traction internationally. Is that right?
Correct. It's from an Indian startup, and it's the alternative to the Aura Ring. And I've been using it for the last year, and it's not necessarily meant for an athlete. It's not going to replace a Garmin, but the insights that I've gotten from it have been pretty good, especially around sleep. In fact, I would say that the sleep tracking on the Ultra Human has been superior to even the Apple Watch Ultra, and it's really helped me optimize my sleep better. And of course, it's going to do your standard step tracking, of course, and all of those features are there. So if your partner is not necessarily an athlete but just wants to take steps towards improving their overall fitness levels or activity levels, this is a good middle ground, because not everybody wants to wear a smartwatch, not everybody wants to charge a smartwatch every day, and this will get you about a week of battery life. All of those factors come into play, and it looks quite nice too. So for around 29,000 rupees, I think it's a safe bet.
29,000. Are there alternatives though? Because I can't remember the name of the company, but there are a couple of options available, some cheaper than this.
Indeed. So the Indian brand, again, Noise, they have a product which looks similar, but when it comes down to activity tracking, I am a little suspicious about algorithms and the tweaking that the brands are doing for accuracy. And I mean, at the end of the day, accuracy is the most important factor here. So sure, you can get something which is going to do step tracking for a lot lesser, but I can't really vouch for the accuracy of those products.
And so you've used the product for a year, you've been satisfied, and I'm pretty sure that you also have access to the other trackers, right? So are you satisfied with the tracking that it does?
Indeed. So I've tried the Aura Ring, but the problem there is that comes with a subscription cost as well, which does add up quite a bit. And I use an Apple Watch Ultra and a Garmin for my activity tracking, which is like when I'm actually running a marathon or working out at the gym. But when you're going to bed, you don't want to wear a bulky smartwatch. Plus, you have to charge those as well.
Yeah.
So the Ultra Human is what I wear, especially when I'm going to sleep.
Okay, we've got 3 more to run through. I don't know what this is, I must confess. Remarkable 2, what's that?
That's a very interesting product. Especially, I think it's useful for everybody, but especially if you've got an artistic bent of mind, the Remarkable Pro is a very good solution. It's an e-ink tablet, uh, but it's basically meant for taking notes. You can doodle on it, sketch on it. You can also read ebooks on it, even though that's not the primary use case for it. And it comes with a stylus, so it's going to do handwriting recognition, and all of your digital notes get stored to, say, an online cloud service, and you can access them from anywhere. It's a good middle ground between a physical notebook and an iPad. Now, an iPad is going to give you a lot more functionality, but sometimes you don't want all of those distractions. You want a product which is fine-tuned for a very specific purpose. Now, that's where the Remarkable 2 comes in.
And how much does it cost?
It's around 45,000 rupees.
Ooh, so it's not a cheap gift to give your partner. So make sure that you have budgeted.
It is a long-lasting gift, though.
It is long-lasting, and you can't put a price on love. You can't put a price on love. Intax Wide Neo, what's this?
The Instax. Now, okay, like it's Valentine's Day. I'm sure you want to capture some good. I'm sure you want to capture some good memories together, and I mean it's an Instagram favorite of sorts. It's basically a Polaroid camera for 11,000 rupees. The Wide Neo, it's got pretty good picture quality as well. Some of these don't, so the Instax stands out because of that. And the Wide Neo also lets you switch between a standard lens and a wide lens, well, a wide frame of view. So you have a little more flexibility on that front. And you actually get printed out photographs right there and then.
Okay, so but what do you need to? So once you bought this, you also need to buy certain other paraphernalia, right? So you're talking about cartridges.
Indeed.
Are you talking about cartridges?
Yes. So you get cartridges of about 8 to 9 photographs, and it's about 700 odd rupees for a pack.
Easily available.
Yeah, easily available on Amazon and even offline for that matter.
Okay, and how much would this set you? So 11,000 bucks is what it is.
11,000.
Okay, and there's one more on your list. You've selected the iPhone 16 Pro, and a lot of Android users will be like, "Hey, man, what about us?"
Yeah. Well, you did say you can't put a price on love, right? And when you're gifting your boyfriend or girlfriend, or even your partner for that matter, you want to go for something premium, and you really cannot go wrong with an iPhone. Even though I use an Android device, I would still call the iPhone the safe bet. And the iPhone 16 Pro is absolutely a safe bet if you want to gift someone a new smartphone.
So, but if we're talking about pricing here, and we haven't yet seen the iPhone 17, but as I understand it, and the buzz around the tech world seems to be that the design elements are going to be dramatically different. Wouldn't you want to wait for something like that?
I mean, when it comes to tech, you're always waiting for the next best thing. When the iPhone 17 comes out, I mean, there's already rumors about the iPhone 18. So at some point, you need to draw a line. And Valentine's Day is not going to come in September or October. It's now. So if you want to buy an iPhone or a new smartphone as a gift, this is your option.
Okay, let me push
and it's a great option.
Let me push you then for an alternative to the iPhone 16 for those people that know that their partner is used to the Android ecosystem. What would you buy as the, in your opinion, I think the next best thing?
Honestly, I would say that if you do not want to spend $1 lakh plus on a smartphone, the brand new OnePlus 13, that's an excellent value for money smartphone. Very good cameras, has top of the line specs, huge battery. I mean, you can get 2 days of use out of it. And that phone is priced around 74,000 approximately. And I would say that's a very good balance between getting a premium product as a gift and, again, not going for an iPhone.
Absolutely. All right. So, Dhruv, we've given people a lot of options. I'm pretty sure that they will thank you if they get the right reaction, and I don't see why they shouldn't. Thanks so much for joining me on this conversation.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure, Alex.
All right, that brings us to the end of this edition of Your Money Matters. Thanks so much for watching. Do stay tuned. Lots more coming up on NDTV Profit.